pretty cool game show, right? So yeah, I made that. But how and why? You see, ever since I added Speedsters to Minecraft, I had this idea in the back of my head to organize an event with superpowers. And luckily, I've gotten a slightly larger audience ever since, so it's actually possible now. And I'm also gonna make more than one superpower this time, because it's more fun that way. At least that's the plan, I haven't made it yet. Alright, so I want to add 4 polished superpowers in this video. Super strength, super speed, gravity control and size control. So the very first thing I did was add a tag for each superpower. This way we'll be able to distinguish players and execute the right commands at them. So I want to start with the easiest of them, super strength. The main command I'm going to use for this superpower is /attribute. So after setting my attack damage to a higher number, I now deal 2 times as much damage as before, but it doesn't really feel like it. So what we can do is attack whenever I hit something with a scoreboard, play a sound and some particles, and then reset the scoreboard. This way the punch feels a lot more impactful. Now super strength doesn't just make your arms stronger, so I made it so you can jump way higher, and if you press shift, you can charge the super jump, which will launch you up and summon an explosion after you land it. Now you could make the argument that it's unbalanced, because you can just spam it, but it does take 2.5 seconds to charge up, and in that amount of time you can get healed a lot, so I think you'll be fine. Plus it's my video, like what are you gonna do, unsubscribe? Hey. Anyways, after this super strength was pretty much done, so after making it so you do a little bit more knockback, it was time to move on to speedsters. Now super speed is a bit more complicated, so
let me break it down for you, Mark.
Can't do it, I can't take this.
So the way I wanted speedsters to work is that if you walked like normal, you would be as fast as a normal player sprinting, and if you started sprinting, you would go super fast. So obviously the very first thing I did was set my movement speed to a higher number, but only if I'm walking. Then I made it so whenever a scoreboard detects that I started sprinting, it sets my movement speed attribute to a higher number. Now while this does technically work, it's not really good for terrain, so I also set my step height to 2 blocks. Now it's somewhat better, but you can't just fly off of cliffs and any descending terrain, so to fix this, I set my gravity to a higher number. So now you can run really smoothly and nicely, and while it feels cool, it doesn't really sound or look that way. So the very first idea I had was to make some trail behind the player. And after a couple hours of trial and error, I managed to get this. It uses text displays that smoothly turn invisible with interpolation. And while it looks pretty sick on a flat surface and somewhat alright on terrain, it very quickly becomes a mess if I just turn my head a little. And while I tried fixing this with multiple methods, none of them seemed to work, so I ended up just scratching this kind of trail entirely and went with a different approach. So I wanted to make it so you had a version of yourself behind you in that moment slowly disappear. And while this is very much possible with the new mannequin entities, which you will probably see a lot in future videos, sadly those are only in snapshots right now, so I ended up just using block displays. So after making this running player model made of glass and making it work similar to the text display method, I had a very nice Speedster trail. So after making my attack speed 2 times faster and making it so you deal a lot more knockback when you're running, which is really cool by the way, I wanted to add one more thing. You see, a lot of speedsters can run on water, so I figured why not make mine have the same ability. So the very first thing I did is attack whenever I'm running and set the water block under me to a barrier block. Only issue was that it left a really ugly trail behind it. To combat this, I just set the barrier blocks around me back to water, this way ensuring that I don't leave any trails. Yeah, so that didn't really work. Let's get back to the drawing board. So my solution was that whenever I started running, it would set a 5x5 area of water to barrier blocks under me, and then immediately summon an invisible armor stand. Then we wait exactly 5 ticks at the armor stand, and once the 5 sticks are up, it sets a 9x9 area around it back to water, and then kills itself. And after adding some particles to the mix, I finally had a really well working water running system. Anyways, after this was done, I could finally move on to size control. So the way I imagine a size control is that you would have 2 items in your hotbar, one for shrinking and one for growing. Now right now they don't do anything, so what we can do is add a scoreboard and limit its range. Now we have a scoreboard that has a total of 5 values. Depending on which item you use, you could increase or decrease the score, which would increase or decrease your scale attributes. Now in an attempt to make this balanced, I made it so it's only your scale that changes, not your speed or damage, kinda like Ant-Man. Now currently it's kinda boring, so to spice it up a little, I made it so whenever you grow bigger, if you start sprinting, you can destroy any terrain in the buildings, which is, you know, it's pretty cool. After this, I did gravity control, which worked in a similar way, except the default value wasn't in the middle. You see, on 0, you would have normal gravity. On 1, you would have really high gravity. On -1, you would have a really low gravity, and if you go below that, you enter negative values. So at -2, you start floating up slowly, and at -3, it's like your normal gravity but inverted. And with that, I was pretty much done with all the superpowers, so after tweaking a couple of things like changing the Speedster trail to be blue, which, let's be honest, looks a lot better, and scaling your fall damage with your gravity, as well as your knockback resistance with your size, I was pretty much done. Now, this is usually the part where I say I started up my stream and opened up my server, but we didn't really have an arena, so I called up a couple of my friends and we got to work.
Bro, what is Kilth been doing this entire time, bro?
You
I've
placed
been watching
6
Kilth do
blocks
whatever the fuck this is.
and gray wall.
What is this, bro?
Bravo, look up
is this all he's done this entire time?
Yes. Yes. Insanely overpowered. So they'll just take all damage G5. So now that everything was fully complete, I started up my stream and opened up my server. And so basically what we're gonna be doing today is you're gonna select a superpower that you wanna go with, and then it's basically like a battle royale slash show slash whatever you wanna call it. It's gonna be really cool. Below you, and it's really cool. But it does what the why?
Right.
Guys, this isn't hide, bro. This isn't hide and seek.
Oh.
That's not gonna work.
It's gonna hide in the books. Don't worry. Whoa.
Who said fuck the trees? You're getting banned.
Ow!
Oh my god.
Everybody got their superpowers in theory. Yes.
Oh.
It's very cool. It's very cool. Speedsters are speeding. People are holy shit. This is gonna be awesome. Holy shit. Alright, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be so fucking awesome.
Yo, size control is sick.
Yeah.
All of the super speeds died.
Wait, really? Oh.
Society. This guy thinks he's Joker. You see that, bro? Bro, HB, please tell me that's going in the video.
It's a bad joke.
Actually, that's a very
Not the bench.
cool hiding spot.
Oh wait, whoa.
That is a very cool hiding spot. Oh, look at that!
You know, actually,
they're
no,
breaking the houses. Bro, we have a.
Oh no.
Any? There seems to be just people teaming. Yo, how the fuck are you out there? What?
Wait, what?
How are you out there? You're not supposed to be there. Oh, it's a super.
Oh, he has speed too.
That, dude,
I thought it was
shot,
a levitation.
That shot.
Wait, how did he get over here with?
I
with
don't
speed?
know. I don't think this is a viable strategy. But you know, you do what you want.
Oh, it's just in the air.
Yeah. I mean, technically, that's one way to win.
Got killed by a tiny. You're getting jumped right now.
This is actually how Clit looks if you would fight his clone.
You know what? I kind of lied about those 3 wishes. But, have a redstone block on the house.
Wait, Megala, go in the cauldron. Go in the cauldron.
I mean, you can make a sword.
Bro, we should really do a hide and seek with like little hitboxes. It would be so cool. Anyways, after this we did 2 more rounds, but not that many interesting things happened other than me going on a rampage. Ow. But after that I decided to end the event as it was getting very late for me. By the way, if you want to join events like this, the Discord invite is in the description right here. Now, I do want to apologize for the people who didn't enjoy the event. I had some makeshift solutions due to lack of time, but I'll plan a little ahead next time. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please consider subscribing, because, you know, it helps out a lot. Leave a comment if you would like to, because I try to read all of them, and they're really nice most of the time, and yeah, have a nice one.